Hello friendos, hello nerd friends. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to the Friday live stream. Hello, I'm here again. I am here. I am well. I am well. It is 9:30. Apologies, I had to shift the thing for like 30 minutes because my computer was acting up, so I had to do like some tech things and OBS को update करना पड़ा. All the things you don't need to know. Why would you need to know? Anyway, hello. It's 9:30. It is 19th of April 2024, and today was phase one of elections. In case you didn't know, bunch of states, bunch of places, 102 seats went for polling. Lots of voting happened. About I think last count 60% तो हो ही गया था. But yeah, so we're I was wondering how to cover these. Yeah, and a lot of you had said that it would be nice if this becomes like a voter awareness period, more or less. Not that how to vote sort of a thing. The EC FAQs are pretty clear on that, but more like why to vote. Like last week we did this whole exercise of with the members. I just want to continue that about asking members why they vote, what is the criteria they have when they vote. And I thought, like, I got some very nice comments on that, and they said it really helped them make a decision. So I thought, why not, like every time a phase happens, we will talk about these things also, the phase and whatever is happening, but I'm going to keep it a little dynamic. You guys decide what you want me to read, what you want me to react to, what you want me to see. We'll see it. But mostly I'll be answering questions in the first 1 hour. Then we will do members chat. If you are new, say hello. Say hello, friends. Say hello, hello, hello. And the thing is that we do members chat, which is if you become a member of this channel, you get access to my Discord server. And there you can come in and you can talk to me directly. So yes, there is a Srivatsan, hello, Naveen and Ayush, hello friends. Psych shit, you're not new, please. Nikhil, oh, is that my uncle? Nagpur la ala hota ka. Maybe it is. Hello Yash, hello Fauzia, hello, how are you doing? Kiran, hello. Caddy, hello, hi. So lots of new people. So I know there will be a bunch of new audience today because I did that reaction video and that really went nuts. Oh wow, okay. Apurva has gifted generously 50 memberships. So yeah, hello. It's a Seagum, Atharva, all you people, all you wonderful people who are just getting membership after membership. Yeah, you can also join today's chat then. Members chat 50. Yes, thank you so much, Apurva. Much appreciate the support. Really. It will go on for a while. So let it roll. Let it roll. Prashant, Basil, Shilpa, yeah, Gavish, Abhishek, Prashmi. So I'm guessing a lot of new people are going to be there on today's chat. I'm very excited now. Thank you, Apurva. You have created a lot of excitement. Still going on. Yeah, Rohan, Rajat, Asif, hello. Hello, members. New members still happening. Purnur got a membership as well. Yes. Very nice, friends, very nice. I did not get it excited. Hello. Lots of people. Thank you so much, Apurva, for that. That was really nice of you. Review Master, welcome to Basic Support, friend. You can also join in. There are a bunch of members. Bhagoda Billah, hello, super support. King Shuk, hello. You guys can come in as well. Would love to have you on the members chat and we shall chat. Nice. Well done. More troll members. Well. Lots of people. Hello, new people. So yeah, that's the agenda today. We are just going to talk about why we vote and also follow phase one elections. So in case you want me to, uh, you know, look at something, cover something, it is a free reign today. It is a free reign. But till then, guys, do you want update on the demonetization saga, because an update has happened? If you want, say hi. I will give you a fun update on the demonetization saga of this channel. Honestly, like last stream which I did Wednesday, I was feeling so low, but you guys gave such incredible support to me. I was like, holy shit, guys, I think I'm successful in I'm succeeding in the trust fall exercise. So why am I worried? I shouldn't be worried. I mean, yeah, clearly this community really cares, which is nice. And Yash is asking, how am I doing today? I'm good, sir. I'm good. I'm feeling much better than last time. And I made a video, a reaction video, which I wanted to do with Medusa. It was on the PM Narendra Modi entire interview. So if you haven't seen it, you will see it. I was editing it like all night last night and then put it up in the morning. And yeah, I'm realizing I love nothing else than just sitting here and editing anymore. I just want to keep editing. I just want to keep making these videos. It's so fun. And yeah, I'm working on the new series, friends. There is a poll up right now, but I will put up another one in a bit. If you haven't seen the poll yet, did you like the stream? Yes, or are you doing it now? You better answer. There are 200. I can check. Okay, I can check. There are 208 votes and only 92 likes. What is this? Yeah, lie to mat karo aisa. Huh? I am exposing you people today. Exposed. You stand exposed. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate your work. Thank you so much. And Jyotsna, welcome to the support, friend. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the support. Did I just say welcome to the support? Welcome to my memberships channels. Strong Blue reported my channel. Why, sir? If you may tell me, I want to know what is it that you found so offensive. Please let me know. I mean, thank you, I guess, but you're clearly a very powerful person to do this. So please, misinformation in report. Which report, if I may ask? Like तुम ऐसे ही मस misinformation बोल के छोड़ नहीं सकते ना. Which report, if I may ask? Please let me know. But till then, I will give you my demonetization saga update. Just pulling it up. किधर गया? Oh yeah, this is also kind of blown up. Okay, interesting. So, as you know, friends, one of my videos got demonetized recently. I mean, the streams have been getting demonetized, but I was more worried about the videos. So the most popular video I have currently on my channel is the Dhruv Rathi reaction video, where Dhruv Rathi did that dictatorship video. Then I reacted to it and I included like Shekhar Gupta and other opinion pieces and basically gave an overview of, dictatorship and what it means and what he was trying to say and what I'm trying to say. Reaction video, just general reaction stuff. So that Dhruv shared it, and as a result, it became like my most popular video, and that got demonetized 2-3 days ago now, right? So I had submitted it for review to YouTube. Ki bhaiya aap bata to do why you do this? So they have. So first I sent it for review. Then the human review has come. So this is a glorious video getting demonetized, right? So this is the human review findings that they sent me. Okay, harmful acts and unreliable claims, situations that may endanger participants. Your YouTube selection content mainly shows accidents, vigilantism, pranks, or dangerous acts such as experiments or stunts that have health risks like drinking or eating non-edibles, discussion of trending videos that show this type of content, glorification, recruitment, or graphic portrayal of dangerous organizations. So I'm not sure. It actually, I mean, okay, fine. Like, I mean, your guidelines, guys. I mean, I have no control over it. YouTube, I'm sorry. Like, I have no control over it. I'm just showing people, okay? YouTube gods, whoever is listening, if you get offended, I'm just saying right now, I'm just showing it to my community because I like keeping my community up to date about this channel because they are also invested in this, quite literally. So this happened, right? Then I tweeted it out and I was like, please give response, YouTube. And YouTube did give a response. Yes, they did. So they said, upon checking the video, it isn't suitable for all advertisers as it is in violation of YouTube's advertiser friendly content guidelines. 330 to 411. They give a time code, which is nice of them. Specifically, harmful acts and unreliable content. Harmful acts and unreliable content. So, of course, I checked. Someone was wonderful enough to cut out this clip also, so you can watch it as well. It's 331 to 441, so you can see it. Essentially, and again, guys, I'm not afraid of streams getting demonetized anymore, honestly, because I'm expecting them to happen. So there is no topic that I will not cover. If you want me to talk about EVMs, I'm going to talk about EVMs now. Fight the powers, I guess. हो गया demonetized basically because I said the word. Anyway, so the portion that I was showing was where I was recapping Dhruv's video because he did it in Hindi, I did it in English, and I mentioned independence of the election commission, Chandigarh mayor elections, and I had doubts on functioning of EVMs, right? It was a part of his video, right? So I was doing it. So that is what they said was a violation of their guidelines, specifically harmful acts and unreliable content. So my thought now is that, I mean, I get it because election time hai, so YouTube must have gotten some, advisories from election commission, government, whoever, to basically not let people raise doubts on EVMs. I understand it. I don't agree with it. I understand it though from the company's perspective. I do not understand it from the ECI's perspective, but that's a completely separate matter. But yeah, that's the update, friends. And we shall fight the power. Kalyani, hey, thank you so much for the support. Hello, you love your videos and work. Question, were you a part of News Laundry or just some videos? If yes, have you left and why? Please discuss make video on caste census. Okay, so two things. Yes, I was a part of News Laundry from 2017 till 2022 for 5 years. I was with them, initially started doing videos, matlab studio videos. Then I did some reporting as well. I was associate editor there. Then I left and I went to IVM after that. Was there for a year and a half. And this channel I started 6 months ago. 6 months हो गए क्या कितने अब थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया ना 7 months हो गए I think September August last year August is when I started and this is my independent channel completely supported by the wonderful community here. I do live streams. Right now I'm doing twice a week, which is Monday and Friday because of demonetization issues. But I also do long form essay videos. So yeah, look out for that, Kalyani. I hope that is a good introduction to my channel for all the new peeps. It's not YouTube. Some of your viewer complained and YouTube is a system, not a man behind wheels. So they just on the safe side will demonetize it. Nikhil, I'm guessing people must be reporting whenever, whatever. But like, I was waiting for the human review to come back, right? Because I know the algorithm will flag it and then they would immediately cut it off, whatever. Because, I'm using a keyword or whatever it is. I'm guessing that is what happens. And then later, if I send it to review, then the human reviews it and they give like a reason for it clearly, which was there, which I showed you, right? So again, क्या कर सकते हैं essentially? As I said, जब लगती है ना तो गरीबों की लगती है. Because otherwise रईस ना पैसा फेंक के तमाशा देख के चले जाते हैं. So in this YouTube creator ecosystem, हमारा channel अभी काफी गरीब है friends. Very गरीब friends. We are गरीब. We'll get there. Don't worry. We will keep at it until we become the Adanis of the world of YouTube. But at this point, हमारी लगने वाली है. So like we have to be smart about it, right? It's okay. It's okay. We'll play it safe sometimes. We'll play it not safe sometimes. We'll see. We'll see. This is just a trailer. What will happen to YouTube when Modi will come to power? I cannot even imagine, friend. I do not want to imagine. Hey Srivatsan, thank you so much for the support. Long time listener, first time caller. Has voting away fascism ever worked? Isn't the rot deep enough into the system that voting might not be enough? You know, the thing is, we are an electoral autocracy, right? Which is like we have voting, we have a good election system also in place, but at the same time, the people who are in power are behaving like autocrats. So technically, we are a mix of both, right? And I don't think I do not agree that Modi is a dictator. Like, I mean, sure, there are levels. I know there's a spectrum, right? I do think we are going towards it and we should worry about it and we should stop it in any possible way, including voting. But yeah, has it ever worked? I don't think so. And I don't know, Chad, do you remember an example where a fascist was voted? Because why would a fascist allow voting, right? So then, by that very logic, is Modi ji a fascist or is he not? Getting there, not yet though, not yet. अभी भी है voting, अभी थोड़ा सा है, थोड़ी मर्यादा रखी है, little है. Manpreet, thank you for the support, friend. Love your work, your opinion on Congress manifesto. Don't you think some policies are disastrous? Disastrous how? I mean, I've heard these arguments. We did a whole review of the Congress manifesto, and a lot of people were asking there as well. Like the 1 lakh rupee apprenticeship, 1 lakh rupees to women, poor women specifically, is that going to actually work? So I'll tell you what happened, okay? In that, let me tell you the evolution of thinking that happened within the Congress because I've been following it very closely. So in 2019, if you remember, chat, say hi, they had the Nyay scheme, right? Which was universal basic income, right? They were promoting it. And they had done some massive calculations also. And I have read those policy papers. That's why I know the Congress team actually put out policy papers explaining how they had proposed, I believe, I'm vague on the details, Abhi, but they had proposed somewhere around like 2,800 rupees per person per month as universal basic income or something. No. It was not per one. That wouldn't make sense. It was like some 12 to 15,000 per year or something of that sort. Again, I'm vague on the details a little bit, right? The numbers. So they had essentially introduced this. See, only Radha Sahasrabhojni remembers it. No. Hi. I'm saying that so they were doing that. They were thinking about it. It didn't work because they didn't promote it well. They didn't really. People were like, government हमको फुकट में पैसा क्यों देगा? I mean, it's a very weird concept if you think about it, right? कि सीधा बैंक अकाउंट में पैसा आ जाएगा. Why? And the government is like, जो करो वो करना है करो. Like just do what you want. Just take money, 1,000 rupees, whatever. Do what you want. And people are like, what is happening? What? It short circuits your brain a little bit when you think about it, right? Where for years you are basically being told by the government what to do. Think about it. You've been told by the government what to do, even when the scheme that they give you is essentially like it's a box which they put you in, right? Like, Manrega, okay, 100 days of work. Ration, okay, you get 5 kilos of this, that box, right? But then suddenly, if you remove that box and you just give the money, so then people are like, iska ab kya kar sakte hai? What all we can do, right? So thoda sa short circuit hota hai. back then what they had proposed was that the way they are, if they will be able to do this and still not cause an extreme economic disaster, is by removing all the other schemes. Yes, all the schemes which are tied schemes, right? So if you look at it this way, right? So government is giving money in two ways. One is tied money, right? Let's say tied money, TIED, not TIDE, tied money, which they are giving for particular schemes which are essentially, just proper welfare, like that is happening. But now state governments have started giving untied money, which is for women. There is women, girl, child. In Madhya Pradesh, there is Ladli Behna. In West Bengal, there is Kanya Shri. I believe in Karnataka, they started this as well. So essentially, states are also trying to give untied money to people, right? So what Congress is saying, at least it was saying then, right now, I think it is still on the same lines, just a little toned down version of it, is that the tied money will be gone, right? And you will get untied money. So whether you want to spend it on food, whether you want to spend it to pay your bills or buy gas or do whatever you want, it's your money. You know better how to handle your own money, right? And I believe that is actually a great way of being a little more sensible about policy making, because it also releases a lot of bureaucracy, right? Which is, if you trust the people and you give them money in their bank accounts directly, right? You remove all the other schemes which require the bureaucrats to actually make sure implementation happens and all those things. But instead you take that whole system away and you divert that money and give it directly to the people. Isn't that a better idea? I feel like I genuinely believe it's a better idea. So all these people who are saying, oh, it will be economic disaster everywhere, it is actually going to be a very interesting re-engineering about how people think about financial policy. I genuinely believe that. And I feel like it's a good step because that is moving towards universal basic income. And I do believe that there needs to be something like a universal basic income in India. I do, because like some pilot projects that were done in Madhya Pradesh, etc., by the UN have done wonders. So yeah, that's just my thought, and I feel like I'm in support of that policy, honestly. How is this sensible? Millions of a-holes will just spend this on santra or roadside satta in their village. See, yarn, right? Yarn. Uh, sure, there is a possibility that, some will spend it on alcohol, some will spend it on gambling, some will spend it on whatever else they want. But then again, it is their choice. Why are you not okay with saying that it is their choice? But again, we should so for example, if there is a addict, like a drug addict, right? And I've seen this in Punjab as well, right? When I was covering the election. So if there is a drug addict, of course they will use that money maybe to buy more drugs, right? And they will not use that money, for example, to लेट्स से लाइक घर खर्चे में खर्च करना है, गैस लेना है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का बिल देना है. दे डोंट केयर बिकॉज आई मीन ऑब्वियसली दे आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन द ड्रग. सो the thing that the government needs to do there is make sure that there are proper rehab solutions for that. There is proper, and they should treat it like a disease, and they should enable access to mental health care, right? All of those things the government needs to do, right? But the answer to this is not to give money to the rest of it, because these 10-15 people will misuse it. You have to curb the misuse through policy, right? So there is another thing, right? If you are not giving it to a lot of people, so if you're not, it's not technically universal basic income that Congress is talking about. They're specifically saying that the eldest woman in the family will be chosen and she will get the 1 lakh rupees a year, right? The poor families, they will be identified. Usme se the eldest woman would be identified and they will get the money. This has been done very consciously because women are more likely to be more economically prudent than men. And it is, I am saying this, everybody knows this. I mean, why am I like trying to prove that it is correct? Chat, if you believe that is true, please say hi. Okay, so women will be, and the eldest woman will get the money, and that will empower them, right, to take decisions for the family, which is also not a bad thing, right? So then it's working on layers, right? That's how I am looking at it, at least. Eh, eh, eh. Thank you so much for the support, Manohar. Uh, Thank you for the unreliable content. Hello, really like your work, especially explainers. I think making education videos is a valuable contribution of these difficult times. Oh yeah. Okay, so guys, ek to please like kar do, because I'm going to change the poll, which reminded me. So let's see कितने हुए. Half of you. क्या बेशरम लोग हो तुम लोग, मतलब seriously. देखो 468 votes and I can see 225 likes only. शर्म नाम की चीज नहीं है. नहीं क्या बस बस एंटरटेनमेंट करना है, एक क्लिक नहीं होता तुमसे. So I wanted to put up another poll, which is I'm going to do this series. I'm writing it right now, so it is going to be on, like civic education. It is going to be on citizenship, democracy. The slight pivot which I was talking about last time. So I'm working on the first video, and I'm very excited for you to see it. Also, it'll be great. Trust me, it'll be great. So I have two names, right? I have two names. Please choose one. Okay. So series name. New series name. First one is entire political science, and the other one is bunch of thoughts. Okay, so these are the two options I've come up with. Please choose, and I promise I will name it that. The other option is that bunch of thoughts can be like specific to ideology, and entire political science can be about other things. But let's see what people think. Can we know how many voted in this phase? Just a second. Okay. So, phase one voting. Garbage ads. Let me see if this works. Yes, thank you. Okay, so 2024 phase of voting begins. La 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 la. First phase. Aggregate polling in Lok Sabha so far has been 62.37%. This was an update on at 9:49. 62.37. Not bad. 63, 65 is what is expected. Union Home Minister urges voters to press lotus button. हाँ, वो तो वही तो बोलेंगे ना, और क्या बोलेंगे. I know a way to show your love and support for PM Modi. Press the lotus symbol button in front of Manna Lal's name, candidate's name, and you will bless PM Modi. अरे भाई, ये क्या है? You want bless Manna Lal or what? First you will bless Manna Lal, no? Manna Lal को bless करते रहो. Like direct election क्यों करवाने की कोशिश करते बार-बार? What is this? Yeah, we don't have direct elections, friends. You know that, right? We don't. We don't. This is wrong. I'm calling it. It's wrong. It's wrong. Wrong. Just wrong. Constitution is in danger, not from PM Modi or BJP, but from Congress. Okay. Addressing this election. Constitution was in danger during the Congress when Congress imposed emergency. Of course, same old. Ravi Shankar Prasad needs to basically find a new record at this point of time. It's just getting tired, friends. It's getting a little tiring. Why election kar... Chodo, emergency. During the entire emergency, there was an effort to change the constitution. This is their history. The Congress party made all the efforts to change the constitution, and leftist parties were with them. Today, Lalu Yadav is with them. The constitution is in danger, not from PM Modi, but BJP, but from them. But sir, your own MPs candidates have been going around and telling people that you might change the constitution. Your prime minister is going around and saying, "Abhi to bas trailer hua hai, picture abhi baki hai." So it's a little anxiety-inducing, Ravi Shankar Prasad, sir. It is, isn't it? It is a little bit. R.S. Prasad has the moniker Istifa Prasad for a very good reason. He's quite a broken record. Yeah. Yeah. I remember, like, when he was in the opposition, he used to ask for resignation of everybody. I remember that. He was called Resignation Prasad, I remember. So you want taxpayers to fund this free money, and what will happen to infrastructure spending? Okay, wait. Important question by Soumitra, I must answer. So Soumitra, look at it this way, right? Currently, our budget has been divided into many things, right? They're spending on many things. Infrastructure is a very big, chunk of what we spend on. There is defense spending, infrastructure spending, but the largest amount that we pay right now is interest on borrowings, right? Keep that aside. But there is defense spending, infrastructure spending. There is another big expense which the government has, which is paying all the government employees, pensions, etc. So like all those things to run the government, right? We spend what, 5% on education, I think right now, 5%, and healthcare also similarly. So that is there. And then a large amount of it goes into welfare, right? And when I say large amount, it means that we are currently feeding 80 crore people food, ration. Yeah, that's a big amount of spending on the part of the government. Second is we are giving, let's say, Manrega, right? So that is around an expense of like 70,000 crore every year. A ballpark figure, right? It keeps going up and down according to rural distress, believe it or not. Anyway, so if the rural distress increases, Manrega spending goes up because more people are looking for 100 days of labor during that time, right? So this is the just a general ballpark, how money is spent, right? So there's this chunk which I told you earlier. The welfare chunk is what will be replaced by untied money chunk, right? So welfare ka nature will change to give money in a different way. Does that make sense? So the infrastructure funding can remain, the defense spending can remain, all the other budget factors that we have can remain. This welfare money that is being currently spent on all the schemes that the Modi government is running, think about the possibility of just replacing this whole thing, this whole column of spending into untied money, right? So just direct bank transfers. You spend it on what you want. Why not? It's worth a shot. Don't you think? It's worth a shot. I mean, Modi ji takes a lot of random shots, right? Which is like, arey, char ghante mein no money. Ha ha ha. Arey, 4 ghante mein everybody locked down. Fun. Takes a lot of random shots. So yeah, so like I think this can also be one of those amazing random shots. Who knows? It might work. It's like in typical Modi ji thinking fashion, it might work. It might work. Who knows? Silver Surfer disagrees with me on the Congress plan. Okay. 1 lakh per year. Welfare schemes, if planned and implemented well, are good. Congress seem to have zero planning. If they continue this path, I'm worried to vote for them. See, fun thing, Silver Surfer, if I may make the argument, let's say I agree with you that they are very bad at planning and they're very bad at execution, which during UPA, there were a lot of leakages happening in all these welfare schemes. Now, fun fact, if you remove those welfare schemes and just do direct benefit transfer into bank accounts, they don't need to plan. What? See what I mean? So an incompetent Congress which was not able to plan and not able to execute suddenly can come back to you and say, yeah, you said we were bad, so we will just not do it. You do it. So every person will be given money and they can plan their own thing. Why does the Congress need to plan for me? Why does the Congress need to plan for someone in a farmer in Satara? Why does the Congress need to plan for anybody across India? People are capable enough to plan as well, right? Some of it will be misused. Sure, of course there is a possibility of misuse. I'm not I'm not like saying that all people will be responsible with their money suddenly. No, but I know a lot of people will be. A maximum amount of people will be. Okay, so that's the thing. Think about it, right? So technically, you will get what you want. Yeah. Again, I'm not trying to influence. Sorry, who was the Silver Surfer? Not trying to bat for the Congress, right? I'm trying to argue the policy out. Please understand the difference, right? Congress is the one who has proposed this policy based on whatever I've read over the years of following universal basic income, the different ways it is being done by different state governments, including BJP governments. I'm just trying to say I like that policy, the universal basic income policy in general. Congress is doing like a mini version of it, if I may say so, right? So that is what I'm arguing in favor of, right? Of course you can disagree, but this do not take this whole segment as something which is like, oh, I'm encouraging you to vote for the Congress. No, I'm not trying to influence your vote. I'm trying to argue in favor of a policy. Okay, I hope that is understood. Hey Hack Baba, thank you for the support, friend. Don't you think that in India there should be Lok Sabha seat level debate among the candidate funded by ECI on the same stage so that they could present next 5 years plan to the people? Oh, absolutely, Vivek. Absolutely, 100% this needs to happen. I think Shashi Tharoor and Rajiv Chandrasekhar did one. They did a debate because they are the candidates there. But then the third candidate wasn't there, I'm not so sure, because then ideally the third candidate, who is also the direct contender of Shashi Tharoor, Rajiv Chandrasekhar isn't, I forget the name, CPM candidate, they should be the three people who are debating, right? Not just two. So like all the candidates who are standing, if it's 8 candidates, right, who have filed nomination papers, so they should be allowed to do a like an open debate, no, constituency wise. Allowed nahi, encouraged to do it. I believe that would actually be great. Only some absurd promise like having the petrol diesel tax would help Congress win, nothing else. Most of the Congress's manifesto would fly right by the heads of the common people of India, is what Bespoke is saying. I like your hope. I like your hope. That's fine. That's fine. Again, why should I care? I'm just betting in favor of a policy that I saw which I liked. It's fine. You can think whatever. Half of the Congress manifesto written by communists and other half by Chidambaram. That's why their manifesto is self-contradictory. So, dekho, like at least you're talking about the Congress manifesto, no, friends? So nice. Don't you think that is a great thing? BJP manifesto में क्या अच्छा लगा? I haven't read it in detail because honestly I was not that interested, because I could see, like, I skimmed through it and I was like, I know what they're doing. There is nothing new here, honestly. But in the Congress manifesto, I saw 2 new policies and I got excited by that. Again, I'm a nerd. I'm a policy nerd. I like these things. So therefore, I got interested in that more. Just simple. And also, I got very annoyed with the manifesto of the BJP because there were so many Modi ji photos. Because every other page is just a Modi ji photo. I'm like, nahi bhai, matlab itna. After a point, it was getting a little jarring for me while I was reading it, because I don't know. It had a weird effect on me, friends. It did. May people say Modi's welfare policies are just rebranding of UPA's policies? What are your thoughts? Yes, rationality to a large extent, right? And thank you for the support. So, here's the thing, right? There is nothing wrong with it. First up, there is nothing wrong with using the same policies and continuing them, using the same welfare policies and continuing them, and actually improving on them, which Modi did. Modi, through his 10 years, has actually fixed the welfare delivery system. And I stand by this. I've seen the effects of this, and this has happened. He enabled direct benefit transfer to bank accounts, which is also something that happened during his tenure. So he would get credit for it, right? A lot of the policies were repurposed from what the Congress was doing earlier for 10 years, but they were failing also because of the leakages, the corruption, the middlemen, all those things. So in theory, their plans were great. In theory, they had like great policy papers. There were a bunch of academics who were coming in and making them better. They did pilot projects, etc. But actually, in implementation, they didn't do very well. So what Modi did is he took that and then started implementing them well and marketing them well for his election purposes, for other purposes, right? Which is great. Which is great. Government is a perpetual entity, no matter which party is there. Like this party will go at some point, some other party will come in, but government should be a perpetual entity. When you implement policy, it should be long term, right? It should be beyond what will happen after we lose power, right? Which I feel like if Modi ji took UPS schemes, right, then it's fine. That's how it's supposed to work. And improved on, I would say. Does that make sense? Ankur, thank you for the support, friend. Manish, thank you for the support. DCT is the fastest way to drive demand. DBT, you mean, right? That's what's going to drive growth to a level. Building a robust social security structure in a society as casteist and classist as India will take time. Yes. So, absolutely. So that I spoke about the angle of giving people the power to spend money themselves, right? I feel like that's a great thing. But then the other effect of that, which is what you are pointing out, Manish, is that once people have money in their hands, they will spend it in the market, which actually, if you give money in the hands of the lowest strata of society and they are spending in the market, the economic activity in the lowest strata, gets faster, thicker, actiony. You know what I mean. So then demand increases, then people are like, तो उससे price rise होगा. तो अभी कौन सा price rise नहीं हो रहा है भैया? Like अभी क्या अच्छा चल रहा है? Like अभी क्या price is just like dropping or what? Price rise happens because the companies want it to happen. So we are anyway beholden to the great companies that are trying to build their monopolistic empires anyway. Inflation तो बढ़ने वाला है, right? Price rise तो होने वाला है. But then if you give money to people at the bottom layer who can actually deal with that price shock, isn't that a good thing? That's a good thing, I would say. If UBI given, will free ration shop stop, or UBI will be given in addition? If free ration go away, wouldn't UBI still be used for food and food for poor people? Yeah. So I would say if universal basic income is implemented, yes, then ideally welfare, basically even food ration should go away. It should be replaced by money, like pure money, right? The thing is, if people want to spend it on food, they will, right? They will. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are many ways to do this. In the first initial years, you can just not remove all of it, but you can remove half of it, right? And half of it can be replaced by the money that is being given, right? Then incrementally, you can start removing bits and bits of it. It doesn't have to be like a shock. Like, like 8 बजे decide किया कि we are removing food subsidies, 12 बजे से implemented. That's not what I'm advising at all. It should be like done incrementally. Decrementally? Because UBI is incremental. So you give so it's 100% welfare right now, food ration, whatever. So you reduce it to 75%, replace the 25% with money first. Do it for a year. Right? Then see what the results are. If the results are bad, you know what to do. Sort of increase this back or do something else, figure something else out. If this works, then you reduce it to 50%, then replace this with cash. Then you reduce it to 25%, you replace this with cash, right? 75% cash. Until the 4th or 5th year, where the 100% becomes cash. Right? It's doable, right? Cash, when I say, I don't mean like rokda, I mean direct benefit transfer. That's, the policies. It's not a good thing. This will crash the rupee. Do you even know how much hundreds billions dollars are needed for that? Nitish, that's exactly what I've been explaining all this while. There is no extra money that will be needed. Just that the money will be spent differently. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Sorry, guys, can we do a vote right now? Please, if you did not understand what I'm trying to say right now about universal basic income, please let me know. Please say hi. I'm saying no extra money. I'm saying existing money is being spent on welfare schemes is replaced by DBT. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, tum abhi ka budget le lo, current budget. That's what I'm saying. Now, does that make sense? Is it? I mean, I understand. It can be difficult to understand. I understand that because we're used to this sort of model right now, right? It's a very radical idea. I understand why you will have doubts. PM continuously keeps mentioning Ayodhya Ram Mandir in his speeches. It is not against the rules. It is against the rules, Abhishek, but the election commission is not doing anything, unfortunately. DBT is a curse for the developing economy. Okay, interesting. इस पे एक डिबेट मारना पड़ता बॉस. Do you know something on Nehru being manipulated by Mountbattens of ये क्या है रे? No, no Rishi, I don't. I have heard of the conspiracy theories, but no. Direct transfer should reduce corruption as well. Yes, it would. That's what I'm saying. If the system of bureaucracy is not engaged in welfare, it would reduce corruption because directly लोगों पे पैसा जा रहा है. Bro, do you think Mayawati's decision of going alone going to indirectly benefit BJP in UP? Gaurav, I don't know exactly. I am very ill-informed about these calculations that are happening in UP. I don't even try to understand it. Honestly, it's always such a messy thing. Like, I was watching a video. Can we play that? Have you guys seen that Lullan Top video? I'll play that. Wait. Pankaj, thank you so much for the support, friend. Congress website has a list of all schemes rebranded. Also, preventing leakages was Dr. Singh's vision. All his projects like Aadhaar reached completion when Modi came in. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that, Pankaj. I absolutely agree with that. But the fact that Modi completed it and UPA started it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't, honestly. Like, ठीक है, तुमको credit लेना है. UPA will take credit of coming up with it. Modi ji will take credit of implementing it, which means they work together to make the schemes better. So it's a good thing for us, right? Yeah, so it's okay. You can of course tom yourself. You can like Congress can go out and say, हाँ ये हमारे schemes है, सब repeat कर रहे हैं. Sure. Modi ji can say, हाँ इनके बेकार schemes थे, हमने fix कर दिए. Both are true. Both are true. As citizens, we have overall then benefited, right, from both of these regimes over a period of 20 years. Good, na? Good. It's very good, Pankaj. We need to increase bureaucracy to give more jobs, battle forevermore. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. Why am I a member all of a sudden? See, some people just got membership even when they were not aware. Wow. Just a reminder, it has been a while on Reddit review. Oh, yeah, that's true. We should do Reddit review. But अभी मुझे 10 मिनट में members chat चालू करना है. So, we shall. But before that, a Lullan Top video I wanted to show you, but वो थोड़ा सा लंबा चलेगा फिर, I think. Just a second, if I can find it. It was a nice one. Where is it? Is this the one? Kairana? Yeah, this is the one. Okay. There was this part, I think. This part you should see, which is this disabled friend here. He has brilliant speaker. I'll just play a bit of it.
ही फायदा है मैम इसके साथ ना, जैसे ये ऑनलाइन फॉर्म होते हैं.
Sorry, I said disabled. I should say differently abled. My bad. My bad. I mean, you should watch the whole thing. It's great. But the weirdest thing was this part. So this is basically a retired subedar, if I remember correctly, and he has been training kids in this village, which is in Kairana, for army training, right? You know, and a lot of people from that village and area have made it to the army. So it's a very popular place for people who want to get into the army, and he's one of the coaches, right? And he doesn't take any money. He's been doing it for 20 years. Wait, I just want to show you that part where he tells her why he's voting. I'll try to find it, but essentially what happens sometime during this interview while she's talking to him, she speaks to him like twice or thrice. At one point, basically, he says that sub basically all the netas that are coming into this village and making promises, etc. He said that अगर बीजेपी का कोई आया तो हम उनको भगा देंगे, हम बैरिकेड लगाएंगे विलेज के बाहर एंड भगा देंगे. But at the same time, he said that अभी तो मजबूरी है that we have to vote for their alliance partner, which is LJP. So essentially, wait, Jayant Chaudhary is LJP, RJD? No, LJP, yeah. Why am I getting confused? Jayant Chaudhary's party. So he said that Jayant Chaudhary has allied with the BJP. So he's like, कि मजबूरी में तो वोट देना ही पड़ेगा. He's going to win. But then the reporter keeps asking him, but you are saying he didn't do any work. So RLD, yes, RLD. So he didn't do any work. So like, why would you vote for him? He's like, अब मजबूरी है. So essentially, she keeps grilling him on this, but you know, you're not looking at the work. You're so upset with all the things. You're going to bhagaofy their BJP candidates. So why would you vote for their? But बस जयंत जी के लिए, जयंत चौधरी के लिए वोट करेंगे. That's it. That's the constant answer he gives, which is basically either like an identity thing right now, which is like his caste member, his ये जो भी है. But yeah, he has his reasons to vote. It's Jayant Chaudhary, so he's going to vote for Jayant Chaudhary, even if they don't do any work. He says it also, that even if he doesn't do any work in the next 5 years, his candidate, he's still going to vote for him. But now he's pleading, कि please, vote तो दे ही रहा हूँ मैं. I'm going to give it anyway, so please, can you consider giving something back? That is the halat. That is the halat. राष्ट्रीय लोकदल, yes. कौन सा मजबूरी है? See, that's the thing ना विष्णु, that is never clarified. He just keeps saying that जयंत चौधरी को वोट देना है, जयंत चौधरी को वोट देना है. But उन्होंने काम नहीं किया, फिर भी वोट देना है. So I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand, maybe I can theorize why, but it is a theorizing. Like, he doesn't really say openly why. He just said कि हाँ सब यहाँ पे वोटर उन्हीं के हैं. Like, we are all their voters. So like, it's like a lifelong thing. And this is a phenomenon that is there throughout, huh? Like, there are very solid CPM voters who have voted for CPM for a lifetime. They don't change their vote. There is a Congress vote bank which has voted for Congress for a lifetime. They don't change their vote. BJP has also formed a voter base who will vote for them no matter what. Even if they don't get anything, even if they are not getting anything returned. So they're just, nahi, BJP को ही देना है. मतलब, even if I know they haven't given me anything back, some people are nice enough to admit it also, like this gentleman here. Where it's like, no, they haven't given anything to me. They haven't given anything to my students here. The Agniveer scheme is crap. Most of the coaching centers here have closed down. These people are struggling. Police में जाते हैं तो फिर paper leak हो जाता है. So there are like people who are studying in police league for 2 years. All that happens in the first giant chunk of the video. Then when the coach is asked, okay, so like who is responsible for this, etc. Like, hey, वही like vote is उन्हीं को देंगे. Like, what am I supposed to say here? Honestly, what am I supposed to say here? It is just the way it is. It is showing you what is happening. You can make up your own logics. Maybe he had received any favor in his childhood. हो सकता है Ranaditya, it is very possible. Like he might have like loyalty. His family might have loyalty to RLD, Jayant Chaudhary, or any extended version of it. Absolutely possible. Like for example, in where have I seen this? In Baramati, I think I saw this. Baramati mein, there have been like there is this saying, I guess, which is basically that Sharad Pawar's family has touched the lives of all the families there, right? And how has he touched the lives? Touched the lives is basically, giving loans sometimes, giving medical facilities, helping people out, attending shadis, attending funerals, also very important, by raising the shan of their household. Many things. People in India are very emotional. If you didn't notice, they will be like, अरे शरद पवार जी मेरे शादी में आए थे, 10 मिनट के लिए आके चले गए, और सुप्रिया सुले जी आके शादी में आके चली गए, वो शान बढ़ गई, घर का शान बढ़ गया, परिवार का शान बढ़ गया, गांव का शान बढ़ गया. सो गांव became a loyal voter because they came to the village to attend a wedding which they hosted. So फिर basically that's what I say, right? That it is very important for us as citizens who are aware to be extremely entitled, because in a lot of ways people without privilege don't have that option of being entitled, right? There are many ties that they can have, traditional family ties with political parties. They cannot waver away from that loyalty, and they do look at it as loyalty, right? So you have to understand this. So for our sake, I guess, we should not do that. This all reflects people's logical reasoning abilities. Agreed. I mean, from your perspective, I don't know what your name is. It's just a dot. I agree. From your perspective, it might seem so. But from their perspective, they have their own reasoning. You just don't know about it. For them, it makes sense. Why would you dismiss that? Why would you dismiss that? You would maybe, hopefully, it will change. Maybe this new generation of kids who are standing here right behind him, they don't agree with him. They are smarter. They say कि नहीं ये sir तो बोल रहे हैं, coach तो बोल रहे हैं कि like हाँ इन्हीं को vote जाएगा, whatever. But I'm pretty sure people behind him might not be agreeing with him. They would be like, भाई इतना life खराब हो गया, हमारा क्यों vote देंगे इनके लिए, right? So technically you can say that this is a generational difference also, right? Which is essentially, there is loyalty at play in the older generation for certain political parties and leaders, but behind him is standing the new generation of people who might not have the same loyalties. They might be smarter. There were kids who were so articulate when they were speaking yahan pe. You should see the whole video, by the way. They were very articulate. They were very sorted. English में बात कर रहे थे. They were talking in a very proper way. They were giving like their arguments against Agniveer so nicely. Even the police exams, leaked papers. It's there. They're smart kids, right? Same mindset applies for Gujarati people. They are unhappy under BJP rule, but still vote for Modi anyways. See, that's what I mean, Gaurav. I completely believe you. I know this is happening. It might be happening in a bunch of places, not just maybe Gujarat. Maybe it's happening in West Bengal with Mamta Banerjee right now. It has already happened with CPM. Odisha में तो definitely होता है. Naveen Patnaik, loyal followers. You know how? Naveen Patnaik has made sure that he is the chief minister and his government is the best disaster management, task force in the country right now. Whenever, Odisha mein, whenever, what happens? Hurricane. Whenever a hurricane comes in, whenever there is a natural disaster there, he is set. He will deploy his disaster management force and does not let anybody die. Property damage and all happens, but then like nobody dies, or very few people die. He has minimized the damage, and then they go back, and then they are grateful for him for their life. Think about it. Grateful for life because Naveen Patnaik and his government saved their life. The same might have happened in UP as well during the pandemic, where a lot of people might be crediting Modi ji and Yogi ji for saving their life during the pandemic. They have seen neighbors die, but they didn't because of Modi ji, because of the 500 rupees that he sent him for 3 months. Saved his life or her life. Mostly in Coimbatore, a district in Tamil Nadu where he is standing. Okay. Something else is happening. Drought, cyclone. Yeah, cyclone. But what did I say? Hurricane. Sorry, cyclone. Zombie voters kind of. I'm trying very hard, friends. I'm trying very hard to not let you demean the intelligence of voters. That is what I'm trying to do. Because all these things like zombie voters, all those things, again, their reasoning doesn't have to make sense to you, but it doesn't make it that you can't just dismiss those reasonings also. That is what I'm trying to tell you. You can call them zombie voters, but they have their reasonings why they are voting for someone, whatever it is, right? And it will change. Aren't such people's mindset will also be called as slave mindset? Yes. I'm okay with that. I mean, we all have like a limited amount of slave mindset in our head where we are worshipping authorities all the time. Like treating them like gods. We have that. All of us have it to one extent or the other. I'm just trying very actively to remove it from my life. Okay, friends. Yeah, exactly. Voters are not dumb. Stop calling others dumb. Exactly, Sigma. Thank you so much. I kind of understand, and I really don't want to be in their place. See, that's what I'm saying, Vishnu. I mean, it's nice to be empathetic, friends. What is so wrong with being empathetic? What तुम्हारा क्या जा रहा है, friends? If you are empathetic to this person who is saying that नहीं वोट तो उनको ही जाएगा, or the other people who are saying नहीं अग्निवीर अच्छा नहीं है, you can be empathetic to all of them, no? Why demean their intelligence? Why demean their reasoning? Why demean them in any way possible? Why are you doing that? What good is that doing you? what good is that doing you? थोड़ा सा सेंस ऑफ सुपीरियोरिटी नहीं आ जाता क्या ऐसे सोचते तो? थोड़ा सा नहीं लगता? डोंट यू थिंक दैट यू आर पुटिंग योरसेल्फ ऑन अ पेडेस्टल फॉर नो रीजन? I'd say they are just bhole log. See, again, Vedang. Okay, anyway, I will talk to members about this and I will talk about why they are voting. So let us do members chat. I'm going to just take a second to put in a new Discord link and start the stage. Okay, till then. It is 22:36. Friends, please like the stream. Till then, be nice. Be nice. Lots of people watching today. Hello. And if you are new, please say hi. I will tell you how to get into Discord also. I want to say hi to you also. Refreshing the link. A second. I need to go to the channel. Hello, friends. Hello. So, Soham, John, Pratyush, I think you're not a new one. Gurudev, Anush, Roop, SD. Hello. Hi, new people. Hi, Reality with NJ. So, the thing is, I just wanted to explain what we do here. Essentially, every Friday at around 10:30, we do a members chat, right? So, if you are a member, so what you can do is I'm just going to put up a link in the communities tab abhi for members to enter a Discord server. So you can come in and I'm going to host a stage there where you can join and you can talk to me. So you can talk to me about anything you want. I do want to stick to the theme of general, like just phase one voting, why are we voting? But of course, that's not a hard and fast rule. You can talk about anything you want. I'll try to bring that conversation to that, but of course you are free to. Okay, so new members who just became members, your link is now in the community tab. So members, you can go to the community tab of this channel, find the link, go to Discord and join the chats. लेट अस सी अभी स्टेज चालू करते हैं. श्वेता ने ऑलरेडी कर दिया क्या स्टेज चालू? अरे 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 श्वेता ये क्या है? Oh, Shweta, you're nice enough to already start this stage.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Shweta, I have a lot of people who have been praising you, by the way. I've been hearing a lot of praise for you and your moderation skills.
थैंक यू. गाली भी मिलता नहीं है अभी तक.
गाली तो देते, but I mean, not much galis. I would say praise only. Praise only. What are your thoughts on bias of SC judgments? My thoughts on that. Complicated question, na thoda sa. I have theories. I'll think about this question actually while we talk. I hope you become Hasanabi of India. Hey, thank you so much, Rohit. Thank you. I think someone has already.
Another debate topic should be the collegium system and all that.
That's true. Actually, that's a
And
great one.
also direct benefit.
DBT. Yes, absolutely.
another-
No, that too I want to do. Not DBT. I want to do universal basic income now. We can talk about that. Yeah, there are. So, friends, I was thinking next week we'll do a debate on Friday. So, next Friday will be debate night. So, if you are someone who wants to disagree with me, I'll give you a list of topics and statements which you can disagree on. I will add more than last time. So, you will have more options as well, and including the ones that Shweta is saying. So Shweta will make a note of this, and members, you can always leave it in the feedback which topic you think we should debate. So next Friday, we'll do debate stream, right? That will be an exclusive debate stream. I'll be online for 2.5 hours for it.
The usual gang has shown up on
hey,
the VC.
Cinnamon. Hello, Cinnamon. Hello, Shashi. Satvik, Dr.
Hello.
Paul. Hello.
Hello.
Is there anyone new here? Vijay, are you new?
No, dude, I'm Guneet's brother, so.
Oh,
pretty good.
hello, Guneet's brother.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? Hito is here.
I started from last week, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty new.
Who was that? Sorry, Shashi?
It's Shashi, yeah.
Yeah, Shashi, let's talk to you first. So, what do you want to talk about,
You
friend?
want me? Last week, I think we were talking about the how do you want to vote? How do you select?
Yes. Should we do a recap first? I think let's do a recap first. Okay. So, friends, nerd friends. So what we were doing last week in the members chat, and I have a whole list of the points here, is that we were trying to figure out why people vote, right? It was, again, it's not about how to vote, that you can find out yourself. I'm talking about why to vote. What is the criteria you keep in mind when people are voting? So I have a bunch. So I'm going to read out the ones very quickly that we already got. But of course, you can repeat them, elaborate more, etc. So first, the issue of quality of life came up. Someone said that they vote keeping quality of life in mind. So essentially, their immediate environment and whether it has improved. Second was effective MP. If they look at the MP's performance in parliament, etc., and think if they're effective, and also in their area. So that is there. यहाँ पे है party, right? Third is party. If they have a favorite party, they maybe vote for that. Then they basically also consider how accessible leaders are. So if the leader is accessible, that does count as a voting criteria. Otherwise, वो fortress बना के बैठ जाते हैं. We got some examples of that from where was it? Telangana, I think. Then there is a big question: is does the leader you're voting for care about democracy? That is also a new criteria that people are voting on, which I think is a very legit criteria currently. There is, of course, some people vote just because they're anti-establishment and they want to strengthen the opposition, which I also kind of agree with it on a larger level. There is, of course, caste and personal identity about why people vote. It does play a role. Then there is ideology. I mean, that can be very vague, but ठीक है. Then there is Tina. There is no alternative. So people might be voting because they think that there is no alternative. There is also choosing the lesser evil. So if there are two people there, they will judge them on scales of evil and choose the lesser evil. I guess, yeah, that's something that I've heard very often actually. Some people said that because they are aware of the voting system and the first past the post system, and they're not really in agreement with it sometimes, it kind of changes the way they vote as well. There is, of course, the center and state thing. They vote differently in the center for the general elections and they vote differently for state elections, right? Some said they also consider personal assets by going through their affidavits and all the things, nomination papers, and criminal cases, right? And education. So basically, all these points had come up. So I have done that. Is there anything? No, that's about it. So yeah, so we are going to talk more about this. So who wants to start? Hito, yes.
Meghna,
Yeah.
you have missed caste.
What? Sorry.
You have missed caste.
I
Caste
said,
of the person.
I said caste. I said caste
I
and
see.
identity.
Yes.
Yes. So Hito, do you want to start? Why do you vote?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Not now.
Cool. Shashi, do you want to start then?
Yeah. I think the one of the basic criteria I would think that's more important is also the representation. For example, you said caste and identity. That can also be a criteria, but it depends on what kind of. It depends on the different caste also. Like if it is on a higher caste, I think that's not good. But from a lower caste, I think that representation also needs to be shown. That's all about the elections also, right? Like for example, regionality it comes. For example, you come from different what you need. So I think that's also an important
First point.
criteria.
Just wanted to elaborate on the first point. So when you're voting, are you saying that you want to basically vote for a person from a lower caste because opportunity?
No, it's a kind of representation. The
Representation.
guy can
Yeah.
represent
Representation,
their
inclusivity.
problems.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Interesting.
it's also the same thing for the women also. For example, they
yeah.
say that so it's that kind of thing. So
Interesting.
that's a one point that I want to, because also, for example, I can give one example for now in Karnataka they announced the seats from both parties. Before that, in 2018, they did a socio-economic population counting in Karnataka. What they didn't release that till now, and worse is that till now the Karnataka is a big playground for two. They thought that it was a two major high I would say the caste, the Gaudas and Lingaites. But in the power that when they did the survey, it came that's not true. But there are other people. But if you see the number of leaders that come from the different community, it's very less. So there is no opportunity for those people to speak or represent them and their problems. So it only becomes a more dominant kind of representation in. So that's also can be criteria. But I may be wrong. Also, that's one point that I want to put. Also, that can
Correct.
they can
No,
use it.
but I mean, you're talking from your perspective. Of course, no judgment. Go on.
So it's similar to the women also. I think like if the woman needs to speak about their problems, they need to be represented also. So that's also a criteria for them. Because you can say men can also know their problem. It's one thing, but it's another thing when there is a more representation. It's more powers for them to bring out their problems.
I like this. So like basically, can you, if I may say so, in a way you're saying that because you want a more diverse, let's say, parliament or a decision-making body, which will bring in views from different worldviews rather than the same upper caste privileged worldviews, you would want to consider that as a criteria as well.
Yes. because also
Interesting.
that's also like
Interesting. Very
it's also
nice.
regionality, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It comes to the region. You want to, for example, a lot of regional parties are bought by BJP right now.
Right.
That's it's they are destroying that one. It's called the individuality that comes from different state. They need to come in to make it, because for example when they are now donating a fund to the any state governments, they are not doing it properly. If the BJP was not like that, if the central government was not like that, if it was from different regional parties, probably then they had more discussions, then they would have more negotiations. So that's the kind of things I think people should also consider. And also that also should not lead to like, okay, if their father comes, next his son should come. So then that's also needs to be going on. Like, okay, he belongs to this community or something, he should win. Okay, one time is good. He talks about the problems, he brings in more things. And then in the next thing is also there should be opportunity for others. So
Right.
that's my point. That's where I feel that
That's
also
actually a
brings a
very
more.
interesting point you bring up, Shashi. I feel like that's actually a great criteria to think of. Yeah. Agreed, absolutely. Okay, Cinnamon, do you want to go next? Or Shashi, sorry, did you complete or do you
Sure,
want to add more?
sure, मैं जा सकता
Yeah,
हूँ.
yeah, yeah, it's done. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
done.
Am I
Thanks.
audible?
Yeah,
Am I
Cinnamon.
audible enough?
Yeah, go on.
So I feel like I will be a first time voter this time. So I am just like reading the room. But I think one important reason that people are going, why people vote is preservation purposes.
Interesting. Self-preservation?
Because not it can be self preservation or but also more than that. I feel like preservation of whoever is in power, right?
So,
Because
incumbency.
in Bengal, yes. So in Bengal, the situation is we have Trinamool in power. People have seen how bad Trinamool is. But if BJP comes to power, they're going to be even worse than what we have had before, right? So it's kind of in a weird conundrum type situation where, like, I am voting for the lesser evil, but the person I'm voting for is still super evil, right? And like, think about like what type of schemes the government introduces. Like, let's say I'm a businessman and I'm trying to do my business. If the current government is in power and it's like giving me benefits, I will vote for them for my
Right.
self-preservation purpose also, right?
Right. Fair enough.
So I feel like preservation is a pretty important thing in this election, and I feel like
Would you
the
also
whole
put it
issue
as
of
sorry, would you also like say that preservation also means that you're thinking of more stability? Like you're okay and you want it to
stability,
be
or
stable?
I mean stability, yes, but also it kind of, even the current option that we have isn't really stable in many cases. It might be stable, like maybe for me in some way, but it doesn't really make it like completely stable, I feel, right? So,
Fair enough.
but I
So
feel like this
but
preservation part
self-preservation.
is very important.
Yeah.
What do you?
I understand, but like self-preservation is like an overall objective, I think, anyway, like an umbrella objective, right? Because I mean, people should think a little more selfishly
Like an
when they are
umbrella
voting anyway.
objective.
Yeah, agreed. I agree.
I mean, more than selfish also. More than selfish also, it might be because like I have things and I have communities that get benefits when this certain person is in power, right? Like I said, the businessman example. The businessman example works really well, right? Like we've seen all the companies that have donated through electoral bond and they've gotten benefits, right? Even if electoral bond is gone, they're still going to continue to donate, and if this government again comes to power, they will continue getting those benefits, right? So that's also like a preservation type thing. It's which is not for the self, but it's like for my people type thing, like my company, like that.
Fair
In
enough.
that way.
Fair enough. I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. Sorry, I have to interrupt you to talk to this fellow called Ayush Yadav, who Cinnamon. I must say that he just called you a fool. Okay, but I do not agree with him, if I may say so very nicely.
I mean, I am like a first-time voter, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
reading the room.
Yeah, no,
एक
no.
second, I also call cinnamon a fool on a daily basis. ऐसा तो हम प्यार से चल जाता है.
No, but like Ayush, see, listen, friend, ek to please don't curse my members like this or just like demean them for no reason. You can demean me, no? Like you can demean me all you want, all you want. But at the same time,
गाली
please.
दो, हर भर के गाली दो.
But please be nice, please be kind to my members and my community. And if you think that the person who is speaking of is a fool or whatever, you can maybe keep it to yourself sometimes. You know, like you can think it in your own head.
I
You don't need to express it.
I'm saying that because like this is the reality in my state. So, and today the first phase elections have happened here, and it is already like pretty bad. Like somebody got hit with in their eye with a stone, and there is a chance that eye might just stop working for them. And there is like a whole thing in the news of like the TMC people and the other like sort of opposition people are arguing, and all the Ram Navami stuff is still in discussion. So it
No,
is a
no.
big
Listen,
mess. But
Cinnamon, again, I don't expect you to justify to someone like Ayush why you are voting and what is the reason you're voting, right? See, that's what I was talking
I
about. No,
know.
अभी मैं वो ललन टॉप का वीडियो जो दिखा रहा था, like the kind of responses I'm getting where, oh, look, these people are zombies, these people are ye. My simple thing is, you know, people have their own reason why they vote. And it can be diverse
Yeah.
as hell. Like, for example, I've already filled one page full of it. I'm like 1/3 of filling the second one. So these are all reasons. And they're all valid. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's the reality in my state. So I feel like that is also a big reason why people vote. And
Fair
that's
enough.
about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that. Okay. So who wants to go next, friends? Do we want to go to Satvik?
Can I go next?
Yeah, go Satvik. Yeah.
So after last time, I actually went around asking my family and friends that
Very
why would
interesting.
you vote and
Sorry,
whom would
Satvik,
you
if you
vote
may
for?
just remind me which
And
one did you say earlier, like last time? If you may just remind me.
so towards the end, I had mentioned identity.
Yes,
I had
yes,
brought it
yes.
up.
Right, I remember.
Yeah.
Personal identity.
So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Go on.
And this time I asked everyone what are you voting for? What would you see when you're voting? And the quick answer I got, are you gone crazy? Obviously vote for a minister because you would get benefits. If there's any new scheme, it has to be implemented here first. So if we have a railway minister here, then हमारा train best होगा. Which is, even if they always say, BJP sucks, we know electoral bonds, but we have a minister which is representing us. So the
True.
position in the government, or likely position in the government, is a big factor while voting.
Oh, very interesting. Sitting
And
minister.
second thing which I
But
noticed,
tell me something.
Sec-
Like, sure, your sitting minister currently might be from there, but does it also mean that in the next term they will be still minister? Because Modi ji
that is
is infamous
speculation.
for
That's the whole
changing his
point.
cabinet.
Yeah. So, for example, that is the whole thing. Like in our country, rumors is news and news is rumors, right? Like it's all about rumors. So we all, for example, if I have to say Mumbai North, Piyush Goyal is becoming the next finance minister. Now that's rumors or not, we do not know, right? We can't say. But that rumors drives people to vote because they're like, oh, if someone who will be high-ranking cabinet minister, we will get something in return. And that rumors actually are spread to BJP workers themselves. They are more than happy to rumor about. Who cares? Modi can do whatever he wants.
Fair enough. Fair
Also,
enough.
second thing I noticed, which is not to do with my seat, which is happening in Hyderabad. I don't have to say it because it's harsh, but it's the reality. Is also to exclude a community. Like in Hyderabad, we are voting just so that for the first time you will not have a Muslim MP. Like that's a
Really?
big excitement somewhere, right?
Really?
Yeah, that happens. I mean,
Interesting. No,
hope
I
it
can
is, like,
imagine.
obvious.
In a place like Hyderabad, I can imagine how that can happen.
Like, so even right now, the BJP candidate, she literally she pretended to shoot an arrow at the mosque.
I saw that.
That was very much part of the imagery that we will, for the first time, have a possible Hindu representative for this seat, which is a very common trait in wherever there has been this. So yeah, one is exclusion of a community. If that's,
I think
if I'm not
I believe
quoting
I
it,
believe
that's
in
a trend.
Sorry. I believe in places in UP which are Muslim dominated as well. That is a sentiment that I've seen in a bunch of reports actually. That's actually very true. Yeah.
So one is minister or possible allocation in government, and second is exclusion of a community. I don't support this is what people think and they vote. Yeah,
Correct.
that's all. Yeah.
Correct. Very interesting. Very interesting.
That's the BJP strategy, exclusion. Actually, they have been doing a lot that in South India where they don't have more seats. Actually, they do it in Karnataka
Divide and
also.
rule.
Like
Classic. Divide
yes.
and rule.
Also, fun fact is, 400 years before, there was no Ram in our South Indian. This is how you can say is because there is no king named ended with Ram or something. It was all so it started 400 years. They brought in this one. So it's more about like a divide. And recently, I think today I was watching a news. They actually had some crime. They started again the Muslim. We should not vote. We should. Yeah, it's the same thing. They are doing that to get
No, I
divide.
understand
Yeah,
that. I
so-
understand. I understand what you're saying. Sorry, just one thing. Someone in chat put up a very good reason also. I forget who it was. I forgot to read your name. If you said this, please say yes. Booze and biryani. I love that. I didn't think of that, but that is a genuinely a big reason for some people who get like booze and biryani right
That's
before
one day
voting.
before the. Yeah, right before voting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
I'm going to
one.
add cash distribution also.
So can I
And
just come in
also
for a
the
second?
How much cash gets actually distributed?
A lot. Trust me. Satvik, go.
Yeah, but when it comes to the booze and biryani part, I must say that this part is really bipartisan. Like there
Oh
have been, I
yeah,
think, even
yeah.
BJP has distributed comedies in Maharashtra,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
very strange. I mean,
Hmm.
that's all. It is really bipartisan.
Oh, absolutely. Like every party will try to do it. In Punjab, I have seen drugs being distributed also. Because इतने सारे addicts है और क्या मजा आएगा. So yeah, so basically there is depravity across the board. I mean, like that's what I would mean to say. Like bribing and depravity, it happens across the board. Okay, who wants to go next? And also, friends, whoever are in the audience, if you want to also like speak up, please send like a request. I'll just add you to the stage as well. VJ,
I think
Jatin,
I like.
anyone? Hito, go.
Yeah, for me, I think if I have to speak about my voting criteria, I think first of all I come from AP, Andhra Pradesh. So right now we have both assembly and parliamentary elections. But technically speaking, from our local area, the guy who is contesting for our constitution is a BJP guy, not the MP one, but the MLA guy. And for me, if I have to say, I think I'll vote for a guy who is much more accessible because the present MLA is someone who I have not seen from almost around 9 years in the area. Like I've not even seen a poster of that guy in the area around. Like he doesn't even pop up over here. So like accessibility is much more important for me.
Interesting. So like accessibility, I'm adding another word, availability also. I mean,
Yeah, availability also. Yeah, I think
technically
that is
that
what
is also a
accessibility means.
thing, right? Availability would be another detail. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So
And other than that, if I have to speak from for MP, I'll have to say that okay, right now, okay, I stay in Vishakhapatnam, and right now we have two main concerns. The one is that the privatization of Vishakhapatnam steel plant. I don't know if you are aware of it or not.
yes.
So basically, the government wants to sell off Vishakhapatnam steel plant to Tata, I guess, or so, or any steel
Wasn't
maker in
Adani
India,
also interested
and
in
people
taking
don't
over?
want. People disagree for that. I mean, they have been protesting it from a long, long time.
Right.
Hello?
No, sorry. Just I
And
wanted to
what
ask.
happened?
Hito, sorry. Just wanted to ask, wasn't Adani also interested in that port? Or does he
Not
have?
port. I mean the steel plant. I
Oh,
mean, Adani has
sorry.
already bought a port in
Port.
Visakhapatnam. It's called Gangavaram.
No. Steel plant. Oh, you're talking
They
about the
have a
steel
50.
plant, right?
Yes.
Go on,
Like
go on.
Vizag Steel is a very important part of Visakhapatnam. It's the identity of the city, like Jamshedpur's Tata Steel. So these people want to sell off, and from past few years they have been protesting, but the protest is off steam right now. Like they've lost this steam. And recently, what happened is the regional player, TDP and JSP, they have formed an alliance with BJP. So BJP is vehemently, supporting what do you call that, the privatization of steel plant.
And that is actually affecting the
So right
vote of a
now,
lot of people.
yeah, I mean, yes, right. I mean, because it's a very important thing. Like you can see almost around at least half of the city, like there's a half of the city which works in steel plant.
Interesting. Steel
And
plant
people don't want to
example.
lose their livelihoods, like because they'll do cost cutting. I mean, there's a lot of fears that they'll do cost cutting and they'll lay off people and all that. And the problem with the thing is that the steel plant in question doesn't have any captive mines. Like it is
But
sourcing its coal from outside. So because of that,
understood.
profitability is getting affected. It's not like it's not profitable.
Understood.
It's been very, very profitable.
Um,
And also the second thing is that we wanted a railway zone.
sorry.
Like
I'm
Vizag
I'm just
wanted,
I want to ask you a follow-up question on the steel plant bit a little bit.
yeah,
So with the steel plant, okay. So if the assumption there is for the people that let's say there is half the city who is like, we don't want this steel plant to be sold to XYZ. We want it to
yeah,
remain, and because livelihoods are dependent on it. But let's say they do vote for someone who is on the other, like let's say who is not saying that they will sell off the plant, right? Like non BJP, right? um do they also think about the fact that when they come to power, when these people, the other side, comes to power, they might do exactly the same thing?
they do believe that exactly. That is the catch 22 situation right now people are in, because the present power, I mean the state power, the YSRCP is not actually opposing that strongly. They're just doing their lip service for that, opposing it. So, like, people are
Interesting.
in a situation where we don't know who to vote for. I mean, why to
So,
vote for. I mean, is
so
there any
basically,
change
you
or
are
something?
basically right now they're going by the fact that अच्छा इन्होंने already बोल दिया है, they have already said it, so let's not get them, but let's try out the other one. Maybe they will not do the same thing.
No, they have. I mean, they have lost confidence on all four. To be honest, like the one main parties.
Oh, that's just sad. Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
like
enough.
it's like my vote doesn't even count. I mean, like I want to vote for a guy who doesn't want to sell off that thing, but
Sorry,
I can't do that.
just interrupting you, friends who are basically listening right now. This is where electoral bonds comes in handy. If you notice, right? Like Tata Steel or whoever wants to take over that steel plant will always give money to the people in power, the state government in power, whichever party it is. Even if it changes, then basically the money changes to them, or maybe they hedge their bets right now if they are thinking that, oh, BJP might win, but also maybe there is a chance that Congress or some other party might win, so they will just distribute the pot of money according to their ratio, like betting, I guess. Winning horse pe to jayega hi, but if the losing horse also wins, maybe we'll just add a little more money. But that being the thing, and before you get to your second reason, let me thank a few people. Ronak, hey, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the support. And Aditya, thank you for the support. Hi, Meghnad, came to know you through Cyrus Says. Oh, somehow ended up watching your 2-hour streams, hooked to your coverage of politics. Also look forward to entire political science. Thank you for the support, friend. I'm also looking forward to you watching entire political science. Wait, have we decided it's entire political science? Oh, clearly we have.
We have. I
It's,
mean,
yeah,
it's a majority vote.
65% is entire political science and bunch of thoughts is 35%. Sure. Okay, I get it. I get the message. I'm going to call it entire political science now. Yeah. Okay. Go. Next reason.
The next reason is formation of new railway zone in Visakhapatnam.
Railway
That's
zone.
been a very important part. Yeah, like they have on paper they have named a railway zone for Visakhapatnam, but it has not been finalized. Like it has not been implemented yet. And people wanted a train to Varanasi from Visakhapatnam, a direct train to Varanasi, which they got. but
Got
this
it.
part of the demand has not been fulfilled.
So let's say if you want to like make it more general, promised special projects.
Yeah, you can say so.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, very
By
valid
the way,
reasons.
these are the topics which a local person might think. I mean, if he, expands his, like reasons why I have to vote for a certain party, people are also of the opinion that if I vote for the TDP BJP thing, they might, somehow pressure the BJP government to not sell off the steel plant.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it has not
Fair
worked
enough.
so far, so they're like in half situation.
Fair
And
enough.
also is that like people have also lost their confidence in BJP because they have not implemented the special status which was promised in that AP organization bill.
Uh, special status of the state.
Yeah, like when bifurcation of the state happened, the original state happened,
Yeah, I
Telangana
know.
and Andhra Pradesh got bifurcated. So they
Yeah.
wanted like AP got less resources than Telangana because of Hyderabad. Like we don't have any resources as
Sorry,
such.
Hito, you're
So
breaking up a little bit,
like
friend. You're breaking up. Sorry.
yeah, like, sorry
Wait.
now.
No. Wait, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you
Yeah.
for more points. I'm going to go to Iceman first because Iceman was there last time I remember and he wasn't able to speak. So, Iceman, you want to go?
Hey, thanks, Meghna.
Yeah.
In my view, I think since it's general elections, I think we should see like the performance of the government in a global perspective rather than looking at local issues. I would see their performance, and according to me, incompetency in any field of work or space of life should never be promoted.
Mm.
This government for the past 10 years has been really incompetent in many things. They've done major blunders across, and they've gotten away with it.
So,
And essentially, like our dear leader is running a presidential campaign anyway, so it should be a vote on him, on his performance.
on his performance. So,
So, yeah.
basically,
Yeah, exactly.
main leader's performance.
Yeah, because I mean, the all rest of the guys are just like yes men for him, right? They don't really, okay, they might do like some work in the local constituency,
Correct.
but
So,
most of them are gonna follow the path like what the 1 and 2
So
tells them to do.
one of them was, let's say, one of the reasons was effective MPs, right? Like in the last time someone raised. So like now you're adding to it and taking it a layer above and saying, ठीक है, MPs तो है, but main leaders' effectiveness also matters.
Yeah, to me it does.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Can
mean, I
the
agree.
MPs select the main leader?
Shashi, sorry.
Doesn't-
Let Iceman complete. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I mean that was just my point. Like, yeah, just look at the major blunders he's done. You already, noted out like in your last what was that last stream or last video that I was watching with Ranting Gola, I think you were just like discussing about his performance during COVID, the lockdown, like that happened 4 hours prior without giving anybody notice.
So Rishi
I mean,
in
seriously, like
chat,
those.
sorry, Rishi in chat is adding a good point. He's saying perceived performance.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good KPI.
Yeah,
To discuss that.
perceived
But
performance.
yeah, I mean, like for me, like I lost it when he did the lockdown, and even I could imagine like what it was like, during demonetization time. Like, how can we can just allow this guy to like just do this work like without any consequences?
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
we've been seeing like farm
Agreed.
laws, all these things like are done without any discussion. MPs get like suspended, nothing happens. I don't. Yeah.
Very nice. I agree with that. Okay. So I think Shashi wanted to add a point quickly.
Yes, I think he answered. Like, yes, the MPs we select, and they in turn should select.
Yeah, because we don't have direct elections. So I mean, technically, but
Yeah.
I think Iceman has a point there as well, because I
Yes.
mean, technically, it has been turned into a presidential election, and everybody in the
Presidential
party is
election,
just doing whatever the supreme leader tells them. So why not just judge him on his performance instead of going into like details of the MP performances?
Yeah, I would add one
That's
more thing.
correct.
I
Yeah.
think I would just add one more point. Like, I think local issues do matter. Like, if you are
Yeah,
selecting for your like your local MCD or
of
municipality or
course.
your like MLA, I think those things do matter at that stage. But right now, the focus should be more about what they're gonna do. Really, like what the global perspective is. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, if they get 400, like, are they gonna change constitution?
So
Are they gonna really run
Iceman.
India the way we
So
want it to be?
I
Right?
agreed. So one thing I spent. So like when we started last time, when we were like, why do people vote? That is where we started, right? First point that came up was quality of life. Like which is the quality of life, environment around what is happening, development, infrastructure, all those things, right? Education, healthcare also included. But if you see that clip, which I'm now obsessed with, the Kairana one, it doesn't fit. Sometimes it doesn't fit, where it's like people know that they are not getting their deserved like rights, or they're not getting matlab their quality of life is not improving even if they vote for a certain candidate or whatever, but still they will vote for them because personality.
Yeah, that's a huge factor. You're right, and that
Personality.
clip was like actually very hard, gut wrenching. Like it was kind of
it's
sad,
it's
like to see that
actually
guy's.
quite gut
Yeah,
wrenching because it has this sense of helplessness, and that is what the sad part is. Like when people look at this, I know people will dismiss those reasonings, like oh, Jayant Chaudhary did not do anything for me in my constituency, but I have no option but to vote for them. Usually people will look at them and like, ये क्या है? Like a critical thinking नहीं है, या फिर oh, what is this, अंधभक्त या whatever, अंधभक्त of Jayant Chaudhary. But it just made me really sad because it just seemed from their faces that they have no other option, or they feel like they have no other option but to do that.
yeah, it's
Also,
a sad
those
reality. Like,
options are removed.
yeah, go ahead.
Shashi, sorry, don't like,
To
sorry,
which
I must, sorry, Shashi, I must just, sorry, stop you here. Don't just like randomly interrupt like this, no, because someone is speaking.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
I'll call you.
sure. I thought,
Yeah,
sure. I'm sorry.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no
I was just
worries.
adding one more thing. Like,
Yeah, go,
it's okay.
Iceman.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was just adding one more thing. Like, if you remember during the COVID lockdown, people walked thousands of miles go back to their villages. Many got run over by trains while they were sleeping on train tracks or something. They were news, like horrific news like those. But many of those people actually then voted them back into power, right?
Yeah,
And I guess that could be reason why, right? Like the video that reflects upon, like they probably don't have any other option to just vote for maybe the guy whose name is Chaudhary or whatever, Yadav. So they just keep them voting back in, but they are helpless.
yeah,
It's kind of
absolutely.
sad, but yeah.
Here Quillverse Helium has given a very interesting point. So I wrote down personality cult, right? Because that is essentially what it is, right? But Quillverse is saying they're bound by their emotions, which is actually a very interesting way to put it. Bound by emotions. I like that. Thank you, Quillverse.
Also, one last thing, I think
Yeah.
even for a functioning democracy, we need to have churn or changes. I mean, if one person keeps eating, like they have a one way of like doing it, it's like kind of muscle memory of like democracy. Even they're functioning a government, but they're gonna run like the same way that they've been doing it, and they're gonna like get more obdurate with their own styles of doing it. So this government is getting more authoritarian by age. They'll turn into more as they, we keep selecting them, making them incumbent because they have no fear of other people, right? Like they can do whatever they want. Once they got the mandate, okay, fine, we can do whatever you like. So it's the reason why we need like freshness of ideas, even if it's from
Yeah.
some dynastic guy or whatever. You
So
have to keep these people in check.
it's basically like I think you have touched upon a few points which we already added. One is arrogance of leaders. That is one thing, but also the fact that we need to strengthen the opposition every once in a while to cut that arrogance down. Also.
Fully agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Agreed.
only way right now.
Yeah. I like need to
Cool, I'm
change.
done.
Yeah. Thank you, Iceman. Thank you. Let's go to Tipsy Monk, and then we will have Jatin, Saumitra, Adrian. Yeah. Tipsy Monk.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I voted today.
Okay.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Hopefully,
Yes.
but, Well, yeah, I mean, we over here. I mean, like I'm based in Chennai,
Hmm.
so I think somebody was talking about like this rave day culture,
Hmm.
right? So the fun fact about people in Tamil Nadu is that like you do get a lot of rave Ds out here. From like you
Hmm.
have cash distribution and
Hmm.
all those liquor and everything. But the fun fact is, everybody will go and get it, but they won't vote for the party.
Of course.
That's
Of
the fun
course.
part. They
Yeah.
will go, they'll get it, and come back, and they're like, any which ways they're giving it to us.
Right.
It's our money only. We'll go take it, but we will only vote for who has did something or the other. So they're very
Interesting.
particular about that in that way. So they will give you a chance, but if you do not at least do something,
Hmm.
uh, you won't get it back. But this time around, this was until like when Jayalalitha was there.
Hmm.
So obviously DMK and ADMK were like the only parties,
Hmm.
going up and down. But now that that has been split, AIDMK has been split, there is a lot of, oranges I see everywhere. You know,
Hmm.
that kind of
Hmm.
creeps me out.
Interesting. So Tipsy Monk, but
So,
okay. So when you said rave D, no, I
hmm?
thought of welfare honestly, because
No, no, not. I mean, like welfare also is given. I mean, like that
hmm.
also happens a lot. I mean, like if you see earlier, they used to give like TVs, mixers, and now like even like phones, laptops, cycle, yeah, like
Hmm.
for women, and there that happens too.
So giveaways and welfare, I won't call it freebies. Have we included that though? I mean, haven't we already included that? Should have. No. Oh, interesting. We
Yep.
should. Yeah. Welfare.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think you were about to ask me something. I don't know.
Yeah. 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 Thanks, Dipsy. That was interesting. Welfare. अभी तक add क्यों नहीं किया? Now I'm thinking, why didn't we add welfare till now? It's such a big
So
factor, the
also,
Labharthi factor.
yeah, also one more thing which happened was, so when I went to vote, so I
Hmm.
voted whoever I had to vote, and the voting officer was like, "Huh, okay, okay, leave, leave." I was like, "Wait, let me see the VVPAT."
Oh, you did?
It takes
Oh,
a
tell
couple
me,
of
tell
seconds.
me what
Yeah, I
happened.
did.
Yeah.
So the moment you click, it
Huh?
takes a few seconds, and
Huh?
only after that it lights up.
Yes.
And it lights up and it stays there for some time, and the light completely goes. You can't see anything inside.
Right.
So only when the light comes, you can
Hmm.
see.
Hmm. But did you
So
hear the
that's how it is.
printer
And
printing and the clip cutting?
nothing, nothing. I did not hear anything. One,
Hmm.
obviously, the polling booth everywhere it's crowded, and also somebody was fighting around in the corner. There was a fight which broke out
Huh.
because somebody came and they had the voter ID, but their name was not on the electoral list.
Right.
So that thing was happening in the background, and it's all like it's not in a place where you could actually hear anything. Like especially with the printer or anything like that,
Hmm.
you can't hear stuff because it's so crowded. Everybody is like talking. I mean, like one booth would have like several. I mean, like it was in a school, so you have like around like 10 different classrooms with people lining up. you know
Correct. Correct.
so it you can't hear anything. And the way I mean, to be very honest, it's more like a phone display which just shows up, and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
so
It's
it's
that's what I
very
heard.
very yeah.
I
And
have.
I don't know why he was so in a urgency, like chalo chalo, it's okay, you're done. I was like, wait, let me at least check, bro.
Like you didn't
Yeah,
hear
that
the,
happened.
like, I mean, you should ideally hear the thing fall or something like cut motion or like
Nope,
printing. Hmm.
nope.
Wow.
So
So
it
did you
lights
hear
up.
the long beep?
Somebody is saying something.
Yeah, Hito.
Did you hear the long beep?
Uh, did I hear a what?
Long
Like,
beep.
did you hear the long beep? Like, when the
No,
paper
no,
falls
no,
down and triggers the sensor,
no.
pulse sensor. That's what we.
Yeah, the moment you press, you kind of hear like a very subtle beep. But again, like I said, there's a lot of environment, like noise around as
Hmm.
well. So it's very hard to hear, even if it would have probably gave you any kind of noise. But other than that, the VVPAT thing, it's like eh, I just found it more like a display. And when the light goes off,
Hmm.
like it's dark. You can't see anything. It's not
Yeah.
even like like a you know how the kind of
Like a
screen which we put
translucent
on
glass or something
yeah,
of that sort. Yeah.
translucent or nothing like that. Nothing of that sort. It is very dark. Only when the light comes up, it's literally like so bright, like your
So
phone.
wait.
And after that, it
So
goes off.
here dot the user dot here is saying I heard the long beep as well after the VVPAT goes dark. So the reasoning that election commission has given in the Supreme Court, which I thought was interesting, is that there is another beep that happens, which happens when the slip passes a sensor. And then the beep is heard, right? So then they say that the slip falling ka sign is that there is a beep after you vote, apparently. Is that, I think that is
It
what
is called
dot is
the false
pointing out
sensor.
here.
Yeah, I
It is
mean,
called the false sensor.
Yeah.
they could say all these things, but at the end of the day, you are not in an environment where you could actually even listen to that. And moreover, it's like people out there, the officers and everybody, they are always in a like a verge of
Hurry.
urgency, like chalo chalo fatafat,
Of
like
course, of
karlo
course.
and just get out. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
very strange,
Yeah, but
interestingly.
thank you for sharing that experience, Tipsy. I think this
No,
should be like
thank
a,
you.
so every phase we will do this, like whoever voted, what did you see? That was interesting.
Hmm.
So okay,
Yep.
let's go to, I think Jatin has been waiting for a while.
All right, thank you.
Hi. Yeah, thanks, Tipsy. Yeah. Jatin?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So actually, I don't have a new point, but I would want to add to your emotional point. Like someone said, right? The what is a bound by emotion.
Bound by
I
emotion,
would
yes.
say that. Oh, yeah. I would say that apart from that, like positive emotion, like we usually assume, which is towards our supreme leader, like the flamboyant personality and all.
So cult,
Like
personality cult, right?
yeah, personality cult and all. But
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like moreover that they are bound by the emotion of hatred as well, which is cultivated in a way like because like now if I talk to anyone about this election and all, the first uh, defense I see is like, how can you talk about opposition like, because they have somehow labeled them and already labeled them as enemies. Maybe it is
Correct.
as Muslim as Congress and all. So that hatred is because I see many people who know that okay, this government is not doing well, but in their mind it's like it's not doing well right now. There are
Interesting.
external
So,
pressure, COVID came and anything else. So they are making excuses just to justify their hatred towards a community which is built by misinformation. And since there is no actual war going on, the only way of their revolting is they vote for BJP.
very
People are doing
interesting.
that.
Very interesting. So essentially, you're saying it is
Yeah.
bound by an emotion of either love or hatred for someone else. I will actually add to
Yes.
that. It's okay. Love. I understand. Like love and loyalty are connected, right? Where either you are loyal to a leader or you aren't, right? If you have loyalty, then like that Jayan Sinha example we've been talking about. The other is though hate has a deeper emotion under it, which is insecurity and fear, right? Because you are
Yeah. Agree.
insecure about a particular enemy, matlab perceived enemy, or a party or a
Yeah.
community or some labeled whatever tribe of people. So it is insecurity and fear, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that is what like that is why now I understand that why like in the speech Mr. Narendra Modi was talking about that Muslim League when the Congress manifesto came. Like to us, it doesn't make any sense. Like what is the meaning of this? But to the core voter who actually has started hating them, and they hate them from generations now. Like they hate from the partition point because they like the partition happened because of them, and that was the first and the like no amount of COVID and all will be as brutal to them as the partition. And
Correct.
most probably that is true also. I won't deny that, but
uh,
this party has labeled that all of them is because of Muslim, and that is why just bringing the name and connecting opposition to that word is enough for them to trigger hatred and get the vote.
Very interesting. So scaremongering. That's a very
Yeah,
valid
exactly.
point, Jatin. Thank you for that. That was very valid. Anything else? Any other point you wanted to add?
No, no. All others are covered.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Now I've expanded on the personality cult thing. It gives me an idea. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, Soumitra? Hello? Soumitra? Is there anyone? No. Okay. Pradhan?
Hey, yes. If Soumitra is not ready, then I can go.
Sorry, Soumitra.
Um,
Sorry, Pradhan.
so
Sorry,
just to
sorry, I have to take Adrian first, I believe. Then I'll come to you, okay?
go ahead.
No, I can
Okay,
last. Wait.
Oh, okay. Adrian is waiting. Okay, Pradhan, go then.
okay, cool then. Sure. So I'm just like building on the last point, like I mean to answer the question, like why do we vote or why do I vote? Like I'm like locally, for instance, I am in Hyderabad, like in the suburbs of Hyderabad. It's slightly one of the older suburbs, not the new Hyderabad that's coming up right now.
Hmm.
And from the time these suburbs were formed, they were like proper colonies, right? So administration was a huge thing here. For instance, just behind my house, like one house and behind the house, there's a lake. And the lake, that was one lake. There's another lake which is like a kilometer away, but it's on a slightly higher plane. And every time there was rainfall, like heavy rainfall, the higher plane one would overflow and it would just drown out our entire colony. In fact, that's why we had to build our house like 6 feet above, like elevated. So we put a lot of pressure as a colony on the administrators and the local MLA. So for us, administration like here locally was extremely important, and it worked. But unfortunately now, because all the basic needs are met, like there are decent roads in the colony, there are decent roads all around, the main roads. But there are still issues like the GHMC workers don't work properly. They leave shit, in the colony right there. So there's a lot of other issues, but it feels like now they've become so complacent. So, but the good part is there's communication. I can just call their office and say, boss, there are like 36 dogs in my colony, and there are literally 36 dogs in my colony. Like you have to do something, right? And they do like take an action and they do follow up. So for me, the reason I would be based on where I live and my need as a citizen is for me, it's like purely administration. It's like
Fair
one guy
enough.
in the class or one guy in the team take an initiative and say that I'll do this. So then we can hold him accountable. So that's what happened here. In fact, the candidates are all local. Like I know the candidate we moved when I was a kid, and we've been hearing that name as a local colony guy, and he's elevated to an MLA status. So we know the guy. It's like a very typical, like the small town stories that we watch in movies, like the American movies. It feels like that. Like I
You
know
know,
the entire neighborhood and
you
the
know,
shopkeepers and
who
everybody.
look, who is an equivalent for me like that, which you are mentioning. Both Devendra Fadnavis and Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Gadkari and Devendra Fadnavis used to live in our areas. Like literally घर पे आना जाना type local leader came from nowhere and went up sort of a story. Both of them have. And now one is a minister, one is a deputy chief minister, and we're like, अरे भाई चांदी random चांदी हो गई. Like,
But Meghnad, you know what? Like in that way, if I have to see there's one local leader, I will leave it unnamed. He was a well-known community guy, but he was known as this Darkari guy, like a very proper rowdy shooter guy, because he would just off people. And he offed somebody right behind my house.
oh God.
We heard the noises. It was in the like late 90s, early 2000s. I was a kid, so I couldn't make up my. I heard the older people singing, and he's a TRS, I think MLA right now. I didn't track his latest thing, but he's been in MLA for a very long time, and he's fighting the MP elections right now. So like it's that is what the loyalty part comes, right? Like where this I think flows into this whole national elections thing.
Right.
where like if the guys from your community, you have to vote for them. And I come from
Interesting.
I'm a Christian, right? So there's a Christian background,
Hmm.
and like we all collectively have just decided, it's like hive mind thinking, where we are like, we'll not vote for BJP, we'll vote for anybody but not BJP because hate politics.
Because
So
yeah.
it's like it's just that thinking. So I feel it's, I mean, for the need of like the need of the hour, it does make sense, right? But at a larger picture, and this is what I do. Like I engage a lot of my Christian friends in political thinking. They think they're above that because of whatever spirituality and all. But I try to keep saying
Apoliticalness.
that like you have to apoliticalness, right? And they think that all that matters to us is the salvation from God, and that's that.
Oh my
But
God.
what I'm
Okay.
trying
Yeah.
to tell them is like, boss, yeah, but like that's where I think you need people who are knowledgeable both and both sides, and that's where I am. If they try to attack me with the Bible, I have the Bible to attack them on. I say,
Right.
but boss, like our whole faith stands for justice. It stands for speaking up for the widows, speaking up for the poor people, speaking for the oppressed. So if you cannot practice your civic right and actually understand politics and vote intelligently, then I don't think you're being the good Christian that you claim you are. So
Very
this goes into a
interesting.
very like crazy debate. I love it. Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I love
very
that. I'm
nice
very
way to put
comfortable
it.
with my
Yeah. Yeah.
faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I use it in the argument, and I don't do bigger, like I used to do bigger like talks, but now I just do one on one or
Very
when my
nice.
friends
You know,
meet
there is a
and the
Anudeep,
topics come up, and I
Anudeep.
say this.
There is Anudeep David, who is a Hyderabadi Christian who is totally resonating with you right now. So I think you're not alone. Very, very
Yes.
interesting, Pradhan. Yeah. No, you should
Yeah,
be proud of
yeah.
yourself. I'm
So
I'm very happy to hear this, honestly.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. And like just one last thing. I know it's a little late, but one point that I wanted to add before was like just voting against a candidate is not enough, right? Like I think, I mean that's what I try to evoke that thinking or inspired from thinking, saying that boss, like just voting against is not enough. Like can you like pay a little more close attention to just the administration on your end, not more than that. Like forget the bigger issue about Hindutva rising, violence rising. That's all fine, but like just think about the administration. For one example, there was a local PHC near my house, walking distance. My people, the employee who works for me, she used to go there regularly, and I also went there a couple of times because I work in public health. I have done field research in local PHCs in different states. So I'm like, I want to actually like use this government given uh, facility, right? And again as colonies here, people, I was not involved, but people actually wanted that to be better and wanted good facilities, and people did put some pressure on the authorities, but unfortunately now they shut it down. Everybody is pissed. We don't know what they're going to do next, but
That's
I feel like as a local person, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm saying like your I must say that your thought process is very reasonable, but this is what tends to happen, right? So Trisha here, she was saying that we should do like a round of discussion on why people don't vote. And she has just given a chat
Hmm.
here where she's saying that I'm unhappy with the opposition candidate in my constituency, but again, he has the most winnable chance against the incumbent. Right. So, when you start thinking about these
Hmm.
things, no, Pradhan, like it goes into all sorts of places.
You know.
So it's very confusing. Even if you're like an
Yeah,
intelligent thinking citizen,
yeah, I know.
you're like going layers and layers and layers and considering so many things
I
that
know.
finally what you vote for, maybe you don't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And my another member, a friend who's talking about that whole Vizag steel plant. I've been following that because my sister lives, and my brother-in-law literally works in that steel plant, right? Like not as an employee, but has access to the steel plant.
Right.
And they are actually very scared. And the position is that if they vote for the party that is against BJP, which is like I think YSRCP,
Mm-hmm.
and if if they again or if they join hands with BJP after the election, then they're screwed. And that is the conversation that's happening.
Oh,
Like, what if you
ooh,
vote for a
you
local
bring up
MLA
a
or MLA
very
party if they switch?
sorry, Pradhan,
So,
you bring up a very interesting point. I have
yeah.
not written that down yet,
Magnus,
which is possible alliances. Like post-election alliances, like
Yeah,
which is very important. Yeah.
yeah. And
Magnus,
that's the fear that we have. In fact, one success story again to I think my Hyderabadi friend who was talking before, TRS was elected, and then they threatened one of the landmark spaces in Hyderabad and Secunderabad, which is the Gymkhana at the Polo Grounds.
Hmm.
Now the Polo Grounds is a huge space, beautiful space. There's a nice little cricket ground. There's like polo, that the thing that they play on horses, and it's a great space in the center of the city. And the chief minister then wanted to construct a secretariat.
Hmm.
The city did not take it easy, though he was a city favorite.
Hmm.
They're like, no shit, you're never going to do that. Like, and they put a lot of pressure. I was a part of many like community talks. My friend and a reporter who organized it, yeah, we did like marches and stuff, and finally they did not do that. They built it in an alternate location. So I feel like these wins are a huge thing, like encouragement for everyone who's thinking, should I vote, should I not, or all the apolitical folks, that you can actually do that. It's just a matter of maybe a few people speaking up. I don't know, just a matter of what, but I
Correct.
feel like it's possible.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And that's it.
Yeah. Thank you, Pradhan. Thank
That's it
you. That
from
was
me.
great.
Thank
Okay. Now I'm going to
Magnus,
take.
I would like to add a point.
Sorry, Hito, just a second. Just hold on. So I'm just going to thank Save Earth First, who has been supporting. Thank you so much, Save Earth First. And just a second, let me just check if I missed anyone. No, I think we are kind of caught up. Okay, yeah. Hito,
While Meghnath is doing that, why I vote, I have two very small reasons.
hello.
One, super wardrobe करने में help होता है, require, and
Sorry,
second,
Shweta, your voice is cutting off.
BJP.
Your voice is cutting off. So फिर से
अच्छा ठीक है.
धीरे धीरे हाँ हाँ
Damn.
हाँ बोल.
Okay, so two quick things on why I vote. One, सुप्रीम लीडर का wardrobe काफी अच्छा, शादी के outfits करने में help होता है. And second, banger songs. भारत का बच्चा बच्चा, that current Modi is the goat वाला song.
Right.
Beautiful.
So is it
किधर मिलेगा
loyalty?
ऐसा?
Is it loyalty? Is it jealousy? Or do you vote out of jealousy?
नहीं, just banger songs to groove to, मतलब
course.
DJ remix कर देगा,
course.
मजा आएगा.
तो फिर मतलब you know the best song that TMC is also good at this. वो खेला होबे song was very addictive.
हाँ, even this time's TMC song is nice. Even though I don't understand all the lyrics, but
Oh,
this
I
year,
haven't heard
this
the new one.
election's TMC song is nice.
Is it
Yeah.
danceable?
Yeah, very danceable. They are like, it's like a war chant. It's like remix
Very
भी नहीं
nice.
जरूरी है.
Very nice.
Direct
Very
DJ.
nice. Very nice. Must listen to this. Okay. Thanks, Shweta.
Done.
I was just thinking of something. No, anyway. Thank you, Shweta. I'm going to go to now Soumitra, and then I'm sorry, Pawan, Mephisto, Adrian, Filter Coffee, and Dr. Paul. I'll have to end after this. But next time, I'm going to do another one. We're continuing this for the next rest of the election season. So you will get a lot of chances. So don't worry. I remember your names. We will do it again. But I'm going to end with Soumitra, okay? Soumitra, hi.
Magnus,
Yeah.
just 1 second. I
Yeah.
just want to add one point
Okay, Hito first, then
to the
Soumitra.
previous thing that like YSRCP can make a side alliance post elections. Logically speaking, one will have to vote for Congress, but people here will probably not vote for that because of betrayal. It's a new emotion, like hate, love, betrayal. Because like Congress has betrayed AP by bifurcation, so people want to punish them for that. At the
Punishment.
same time, they don't want to move.
Betrayal. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a new one. Okay, sure.
like
I feel like it is a legit legit
Sorry,
emotion. Yeah,
Meghnad, I'm sorry, I'm jumping in between.
yeah,
I can definitely join in the next discussion, but
right.
I just want to make a small request.
Go on.
Your reaction video was epic today with Miss Medusa,
Yeah.
and I would request you to have more of it. And
yeah,
in
I
fact, the entire video should have been done on the interview right from the beginning to the end. I request that
yeah.
this should be done.
The actual recording was about 2 hours long. Like I
I,
think
I
1 hour
watched I, I
45
watched
minutes.
the entire live when you were just premiering it.
Yeah.
I watched the entire reaction video while I was checking the papers of my students, and it was epic. I just laughed thoroughly.
Thank you so much, Dr. Paul. I'm glad you
Thanks.
enjoyed it. I see that's the thing. Like I spent the entire day and night editing it because I'm also trying to make these catchier and more not catchier but like more sharp cuts. And also like there is a lot of fluff in the middle, so I try to remove some of it. Also, a lot of inappropriate things were
The
also
best
said.
part was that you two were so spontaneous with your
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah. Oh, you don't know half of it. Basically, the amount of things I've removed from that and the amount of things we said was just yeah. But yeah, this is the best bits that you got out of it. Some of them were would definitely get my channel banned or something. So let's not go there. But thank you, Dr. Paul. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so again, Soumitra, sorry, I keep taking your name and Soumitra, now on to you. Last word. But Soumitra, is your mic on? Is the first question. No, you're muting and unmuting, but can you check your mic settings and see if it's on?
so maybe you can go for mobile.
Yeah.
Sound
Soumitra, okay, then I will have to bring you in next time also. Unfortunately. But okay, so I am going to end the members chat right now because I think I'm going to go. And also, I will see you in the next one. But next Friday, let's do a debate stream. So that will be a long debate stream, and I will give you the topics beforehand only, especially to members. And that will be an open debate stream though, which is basically you don't have to be a member to debate with me. I'm going to put out a link and you can just come in and you can debate with me. It would be to a different server, not the one that we are using right now. But yeah, so thank you so much guys for joining in. That was very good. I think now I have I'm confident enough to make a video on this. The point was that I want to make a video giving out like all the reasons for why people vote, and like make it like a very comprehensive things, and you guys have made it wonderful. Of course, we'll continue this conversation. There'll be a part 2 also about it maybe. So yeah, thank you so much friends. Thank you so much nerd friends, and I will see you again in the next members chat. Bye bye. Okay, ending this. Okay, so that was our members chat for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to take a few things and then I will go. The reaction video was awesome. Meghna and Medusa were so good as well. You need to more collaborations. Yes, Jaswinder, I'm getting good response for that. And I think Medusa, this was the first time Medusa also did something like this. And her parents really liked it. So I'm very happy. So she was like, they were on a plane and they were laughing like crazy. And people around them were asking, why are you laughing so much? So they were like, look. That's nice. It's always nice to hear that. One thing I have observed is that neither BJP nor Congress supporters are that excited to vote or any form or wave or undercurrent to either vote BJP back to power or vote them out of power. Lethargy will be there. Chandrapal, the thing is, the sad thing, and I think Election Commission really needs to think about this, or we need to think about this, that it's a very long election, guys. Like, it doesn't need to be that long. As PTR had said, in 2004, it was done in 20 days, the entire election. Why can't it happen now? Why can't it happen faster than that? Like, a technology has advanced, so why not? And EVMs are so good, apparently. Like, itne efficient hai sab kuch, so then why not? Should be done faster, no? Why are you expanding it and making it longer and longer every year? Doesn't make any sense. And no reasoning is also given to us. Ki why is it such a long election? So in that process, people tend to get tired. And it is very tiring, man. Like, ये कितना बात करेंगे इस पे, right? Like, कितना indulge करेंगे, कितना involve होंगे, कितना बात करेंगे. Like, the excitement will be there for the first few stages, and then like everybody will be like, यार ये फिर से वही चल रहा है, बकवास, whatever. So it's very sad. It's very sad. I heard that Nagpur had a very low voting percentage today, some 55, 57%. I feel like that's also a result of extreme lethargy, but also the fact that गडकरी जी तो आने ही वाले हैं, तो फिर काय को जाके वोट करना है. That's also a thing where people don't go to vote because they assume that they already know the result. So what's the point? Who's going to think? Big drop in voter turnout in Maharashtra. See, Anup has posted that Nagpur 55%. That's just so sad. 62% Ramtek. Gadchiroli 72% good. Bandara 69%. Chandrapur 64%. He's just repeating them. Okay. Oh no, this is 2019. You're continuing, I think. This is 2019. 2024 का क्या था, friend? 50%. 2024. 50%, Ramtek 52%, Gadchiroli 65%, Bhandara 56%. All of them sad. It is said that low voting percentage is always in the advantage of the incumbent. High voting percentage might point towards anti-incumbency. But that was also not proved true in 2019 because everybody was like, nation, vote for nation, Pulwama hua hai, revenge chahiye. So they went and voted. This time, I don't know. Why the fall? Rangappa, it's mostly lethargy, but also the fact that I think a lot of people are feeling like they have no control anymore. I genuinely get that sense, which is like, kya hi point hai, right? Kya hi point hai. So, one of the reasons why I want to do more exercises like this, whatever we were doing for like the last 2 streams, I want to do this more is because this is very interesting, friends. Thinking about this is very interesting, and it actually makes you more hopeful about voting. You cannot possibly in the world tell me that you identify with neither of these issues. You cannot. It just has to be like either of these, or make one of these your issues, right? Get excited, or see, that's the thing. Like, when you give up, when you give up hope, when you are like, क्या ही कर सकते हैं, so वही तो जीतने वाला है, 400 पार तो होने ही वाला है. I'm hearing it so much. Screw you. I don't think so. I mean, there is, like, just do this. Like, watch my streams. Do this. Yeah. I'll put out a video next week, proper video, which will have all of this. Share it with your people. But guys, please don't do this. इतना भी लूज मत करो होप. ऐसे अच्छा नहीं लगता यार, बुरा लगता है दिल को बुरा लगता है कि people are losing hope. Why? Don't do this. The list is the beauty of the election process. Absolutely. Isn't it beautiful? Shouldn't you participate in something that is beautiful? Of course you should. Low voter turnout is also because of less trust on EVM. People don't trust EVM anymore, hence they are not going to the polling booth. Gaurav, that might be one of the reasons. I'm not denying it, but at the same time, I feel like people are still going. And listen, it's okay. I mean, like, you can have doubts about the event, but don't not go vote. Don't do that. Just don't. Like, like, you can have doubts, of course. You can check, like, our friend did there. Tipsy Monk went and, like, do I hear the printer? Do I see the slip drop? Just at least for that curiosity, go and vote, na. आज मेरा नाम ले लो एक बार. बाबू मोशाय. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you, friend. Your super chat free, please. Okay. Adrian. Oh, Adrian. Sian, thank you for the support, friend. Adrian, hello. Thank you for the support. VVPAT auto votes BJP in 2 mock polls in Kerala. Yes, Adrian, apparently that was clarified later. Even the opposition observers came out and said that that is not true. They saw like the EVMs functioning properly later. The engineers explained it also that when they disconnected it or like connected it quickly, it just did like a test print and there was written on it, do not count on top of it. It was a longer slip than usual. There were a lot of reasons. So, I mean, it was not to be sensationalized is my thing, is what I'm saying. And later videos came out by the people from other parties who were observing the mock poll also saying that, no, we saw it was dealt with, everything was fixed, so there is nothing to worry about. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to end this, friends. I will see you on Monday. Monday, I have a special stream planned for you with a special guest, and it is about a very special topic. Very interesting topic, actually. So yeah, I will see you Monday 9 p.m. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Like, share, subscribe, do the things, and share my video. Bye.